Violent behavior is everywhere, whether we like it or not. It is evident in schools, in outside environments, and in households. When one carries a violent attitude consistently, it may be a result of a distressful scenario that occurred in their life. And Equal Music by Vikram Seth takes the reader through the lives of the main characters Pierce, Michael, Helen, and Billy, enabling them to witness the violent attitude Pierce acquires. Throughout the novel, the characters encounter numerous conflicts among each other and their musical quartet, the Majority Quartet, resulting in Pierce's violent attitude to arise. The real question is, why does Pierce behave this way? Well, Pierce acquires violent behavior as he encounters neglect and lacks courtesy from others. As Pierce's former best friend Alex left the Majority Quartet, Pierce encounters neglect, resulting in his violent attitude to arise. On every occasion that the quartet is together, Pierce expects that one can't talk about Alex, as all members should recognize the aggression that arises in Pierce when Alex is spoken about. Additionally, Pierce releases his violent attitude as he does not want, nor does he believe, that any individual could replace Alex's spot as Pierce's former best friend. According to Way's journal, Desire and Betrayal in Friendships, he states, "When you have a real friend and you lose it, I don't think you find another one like him." As Alex was Pierce's real friend, Pierce believes no one is suitable enough to replace him, as he does not think he could find another one like him. As a result of this, Pierce faces neglect as Michael and Billy stop attempting to become his friend, and Alex left him with no apparent reason, resulting in Pierce's violent attitude to display. Knowing that his sister Helen acquires more wealth as their late aunt left all her assets to her, Pierce experiences neglect, triggering his atrocious attitude. As all members of the quartet except Pierce formulate good money, when they discuss how they can further enhance their wealth, Pierce targets Helen and growls, "Inherit from your aunt." According to Felson's journal, Aggression and Violence Between Siblings, he discusses how a sibling may experience jealousy and thus may become aggressive towards the other. As Pierce is greatly envious of Helen for the wealth she retrieved from their late aunt, Pierce's violent behavior enhances as he faces neglect from his family. Pierce lacks consideration as the quartet's former dictator, Tobias, used to purposely outshine him, resulting in Pierce's frantic behavior to release. Tobias believed there was one correct way to make music and a wrong way, enabling him to effectively dictate the quartet into producing music unlike they were used to. Although Helen, Billy, and Michael ignored his negative comments, Pierce came under his sway and enabled Tobias to take over his life. According to the members of the quartet, Pierce and Tobias were constantly rivaling, as Tobias was depicted to be the more valuable individual of the two. It can be argued that both characters were jealous of one another, as status and success are huge players in jealousy. It appears that in consequence of the jealousy and competitiveness for one another, with Tobias constantly outshining Pierce, Pierce proclaims his forceful attitude as the attention from fans and others were taken away from him. Through the lack of courtesy and abandonment that Pierce experiences, it instigates his fierce attitude. In the novel, readers witness Pierce attempt to hold back his violent behavior, though the three distressing obstacles in his life, Alex leaving him, Helen's wealth, and Tobias's dictatorship, ultimately trigger his violent behavior to be released. Perhaps Pierce let out his violent behavior for the reason being beyond the fact that he encounters neglect and lacks compassion. It could be that Pierce someday wants one of his friends to realize he is coping with a mental illness. This could possibly be why he does not want a new best friend, as they cannot see who Pierce truly is.